All right, so it is 8:30. For starters, I am Northstar. This is being recorded, by the way. So I am Northstar. I am the creator and author of the page How to Fanbase, and also the co-founder of this space called the Editing Room, um, along with the Essence. And we are here tonight to interview two superstars on the Fanbase app and soon to be recognized superstars in the world, right? Because they are doing things in the real world. Big Skell and Derrick. And JK, we got to put you to the audience, brother, because we are now interviewing. So we're gonna everybody who I invited, they'll be moved down because I invited a lot of people. So yeah, so they together are what's called the dressing room. And the dressing room is a fashion space in the audio rooms on Fanbase. It's the first of its kind, dedicated to focusing on fashion and having their audience participate in a hyper dynamic way, which they focus on, like, the latest fashion, the trends, things that's going on with events, and then they focus on what celebrities are wearing, and then they give people a chance to vote on it and talk about it, and it's a great space to participate in. So that's that. So I'm gonna hand it over to the Essence, and the Essence, do your thing, brother.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you again. Good afternoon. Well, sorry, good evening. Well, maybe it's afternoon. I don't know. Where I'm at is it's evening. So good evening to all, and again, thank you, Northstar, for that warm opening. Tonight's a special night. It is. Before I get started, man, just to kind of get into it a little bit, with Skell and with Derrick, been knowing them, for a while. From looking at their content, for them coming into the space, the editing room, making contributions, adding to the conversation, and to be in this moment, man, it's surreal, man. It is, because I it's kind of like one of those things where it's going to happen. Like I always, ever since I met Skell, I always say, you got next. You got next. So it's like it's going to happen, and to actually see it happen, you know what I'm saying, while you're still seeing like fan base growing and developing and all of that, it's a beautiful thing, man. And tonight is special, and it's, I know it's called an interview, but it's more like a conversation, because it's big for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is creators economy, app culture. Of course, that's something that the editing room has been pushing very, very, very heavy. But I think it also speaks to, hustle, motivation, determination, swag, sauce. It speaks to all of that. All of that, what we talk about. And I mean, through the line of what they do is, which they involve in a lot of things, but fashion, and that being the dressing room. And kind of like what Northstar was saying, man, is a highly engaged room, where say, hey, everybody's an expert. And what I like most about the room is just the level of engagement that they have with changing the PTRs, to just everybody giving. You really find a lot. You really start to see how people like really see things differently. And we all got different perspectives, different opinions, but when someone comes up and speaks on why they find the outfit hot, or why they say not, or whatever, you just get to hear that person's perspective. So that's a beautiful thing. But that being said, at this time, again, good evening, Derrick. Good evening, Skell. Thank you again for agreeing to do this. I know you two are definitely some busy content creators. But to start this off, I want to ask both of you guys a question. And of course, I don't care who goes first, but I want to ask this question before we start. What's your definition of content?
I guess don't speak at once, huh? Go ahead, Skell.
No, I was gonna tell you to go ahead.
All right, man, content, man. My definition of content is art that speaks volume. So something that you can put out and it's like an energy exchange for someone to relate to. It could be in the form of audio. It could be in the form of pictures, videos, right? Content is everything, because everything again is energy exchange. So content is also about being consistent. You know, you can't just put one thing out and expect it to blow up. And you can't just put one thing out and expect everybody to perceive your energy. So it's just something that is an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing motion, and it's an ongoing inspiration. So that's content.
Hey y'all, it's Skell, you know, the big one and not the little one. I agree, content is art, and art mimics life. So everything is content. It doesn't matter how big you think it is, how small you think it is, like everything is content. And unfortunately, you just never know what people are going to, or maybe fortunately, you never know what people are going to resonate with. And so you want to be as authentic as possible and put out things that really are you, so that you can draw your people towards you.
I received that. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. I like the answer, and I agree with you too. We got a lot to talk about. But the first piece of content I want to get into, and that I'm just really, really, really excited to talk about, is the Fanbase office visit. Now, to my understanding, you guys were there for about 4 hours. So if you were there 4 hours, that's half of a shift. That's half of my shift there. So that's
right. We work part time.
Yeah. So that was a good amount of time to be there. I do want to talk about the ordinance of the dressing room and things like that, but I want to talk about the office visit, and I guess I want to start with take us, because I'm a visual person, so I want to visualize this. So take us to the last dressing room before you actually get the invite to the office visit. Can y'all take us there to the last dressing room before y'all got an invite to the office?
Yeah, come on, Skell. I went first.
Okay. Okay. Take us there. Take us there.
So we knew at the anniversary. So I'm guessing it was, because I didn't want Derrick to share it yet. So had to have been the week before the anniversary. And so this is the thing. Our 1 year audio room anniversary was in February, right? And the week before the 1 year anniversary is when like the marketing team came in and like stayed. Like, we've seen people popcorn. I've even seen Isaac come in and like get right back out. So I'm not even sure if before that session, people or the marketing team, people at Fanbase really like heard the material, right? And so I say that to say, keep going, because like, what if we said, oh, nobody cares, nobody likes it, nobody wants to come, and we had ended it the week before the week they came, you know what I'm saying? And so like, it changed everything. And so like, they were super excited about it. They loved the space. They had fun in the space. They stayed the whole time. Like, you thought like, oh, they just gonna chill for a little bit, they got stuff to do. But I don't know. Like, I think with everybody, it draws you in. Like, if we get you in there, you're not going anywhere until the room closes, right? And so, they hit us up and they was like, well, y'all gotta come to the office. And we like, okay, whatever. And then, but they kept saying it. It was like, wait. I think they mean this. I think they like are serious about this. So yeah, like it was insane, and it was just like it was a very humbling experience to not be like an Aaliyah, who is like an amazing content creator, has been doing it so while, and millions of people know who she is. It's like we getting up there, and we're definitely gonna be there one day. But it's like, oh wow, like y'all. I think it speaks volumes to say, like, it doesn't matter the followers or whatever. It matters in the content, like the previous question.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And again, like Skell said, we have been doing this room for a year, right? And we felt like we had a great, I think the first thing people need to realize, like, you need to come with a product, right? And when your product is good, when your product meets the opportunity, like, everything kind of is like, and everything moving forward should be pretty smooth because you have something great that's going on. You have a great community now. As people are catching on, it's like, oh, this is really a dope space. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the marketing team, man. They came through, they showed love, and the rest is history.
I got a question. Okay, so all right. So y'all do the room. And the marketing team shows up. And when they show up to that room, from there comes the invite?
Actually, they came. They've been to a few rooms, to be honest, right?
Okay.
So they came. They've been to a few rooms. We've had conversations with them.
Okay.
Shout out to I think DNA's in here, but DNA was in the room. He was on stage. He was talking with us. And you can tell, like, the excitement that the team had, just like, yo, this is a dope space. Y'all got a crazy concept. And even after the room, we still had conversations, like ongoing conversations. Even I think that the room that they came in the next day, which was that Wednesday, the marketing team had their room, and they kept talking about the dressing room. And they also mentioned there, like, hey, we got to get y'all to the Fanbase office. So now Skell texted me in the back, like, hey, man, we need to figure this out. We got to figure this out, you know what I'm saying? So, again, it was them coming in, seeing what the room was about, and seeing the energy, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we end up connecting and, getting that invite.
So let me ask you this question. What made them the first time that they ever came in you guys' room, the marketing team, right? What would you say made them come to the room? Were they like browsing in the hallway and they saw the room and they just came in? Let me check it out. Were they invited? What made them come into the dressing room? Like I'm saying, the first time that they ever just came in. Like, how did they find out about the dressing room?
That's dope, Skell. I'm gonna let Skell take that one. Go ahead, Skell.
Well, you said they've been there before. I feel like I said, I think they've been popcorning in and out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, they've seen it in the hall. I know I've seen Noah come in a few times because, like, Noah is like, actually everybody, like, is big on fashion, right? But, like, Noah definitely was big on fashion. And then, like, I know he came in a few times. Kyle is actually big on fashion. I don't know if y'all like get that sense, but like Kyle's big on fashion. So I think it was probably like you like fashion, you like fashion. Like, why are we not in this room type of thing? So
and then I want to say this too, right? Okay. And then from Noah coming into the room, I think he also probably spread the word as well to the marketing team. Like, hey, they got a really dope room. We should go ahead and go check it out. You see what I'm saying? And
got you. That's
went from there.
That's what I wanted to know. That part. That's what because the reason why I was harping on that. I know y'all felt that like where's it going? The reason why I was harping on that is because a few weeks ago there was a room where Nick Love had. And it was in the Monday morning marketing meeting room. And he talked about if the product sells itself. And I personally always said that, hey, the product sells itself. Meaning that if it's dope, somebody see it, they consume it. Hey, you know what? I like this. This is it. So Got you. So Noah gets the word. He spreads it to the team. They come in, they come in a few times, see what's going on, and from there, the invite comes. Okay, so now after the invite comes, you guys are trying to figure it out, get the scheduling and get all that together. So you get all that together, and now you're en route to the office, whether it's flying or whatever. Take me through that experience. What's on Big Humble's mind? I'll start with you first, Big Humble, then I'll go to Skell. What's on your mind, Big Humble, as you are en route to the office? Matter of fact, here I'm gonna go with this question. You've already done arrived in Atlanta. You en route to the office. What's on Big Humble's mind at that time?
I can't believe this is happening.
Come on now.
Cause like, I want y'all to understand how big of a deal this is. Like, this is a social media company that invited you to come to their headquarters, right? Because they like you. They like you for you. They like you. Like, you winning because you were being yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that is very difficult to fathom. Like, you can get on them other platforms across the street. You have to go through hoops and obstacles just for your art to be seen. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then you come here and you're able to organically build relationships and drop your content, not worry about any hoops or obstacles, and be seen and be spotlighted. So for me, when I landed in Atlanta, I'm like, whoa, bro. It's been a year, and I think it was a year and a couple of days since we opened this audio room, and we here. This is crazy. You see what I'm saying? So now, for me, I'm like, I need to hit them all ASAP. I got some clothes, but I think I need to.
What mall? Did you go?
Definitely went to the mall.
Come on now, you know I did. You know I went to Lennox. You know what I'm saying? I was in there. You feel me? I went straight to them. I said, man, I need some accessories. Man, I be out here talking about everybody accessories. I need some more. You feel me? I'm trying to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It was such good energy. I don't know if y'all knew, right? 2 months, actually was longer than that. I think it was in November. So I had just met Skell in person, probably 4 months before that. You see what I'm saying? So that was my first time meeting Skell. So this time, I'm geeked and excited. I'm like, man, I'm about to see Sis again. Like, it's about to be a complete vibe, and we're super excited. You know what I'm saying? So I landed early in the morning. Did some rounds, went to the mall, drove around, just filling out Atlanta. First of all, y'all got way too many people there, and there's way too many cars out there.
Easy.
I'm sorry. But but nah, man, I was just so excited, man. To be honest, we was linking up with them around 12:30, and 12:30 couldn't come fast enough, man. It was 10 o'clock when I got to the mall, and I was like, bro, it's taking way too long for us to get over there. So finally linked up with Skell, and then we headed to the office. And again, I'm still having this crazy feeling, man. I'm talking about I'm getting chills. Me and Skell, we recording. You feel me? We got a whole vlog that's gonna be coming out, y'all. And we recording, and we just surprised and amazed and so happy that we in this space. You know what I'm saying? So okay. I'm gonna stop there though. I'm gonna stop there and let Skell talk about her all the way up to that door. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let her do her thing.
Talk to us, Skell. You get in the A, you down there, you arrive, you here. What's on your mind? What's going on leading up into the office?
Okay, so the trip to the office?
Well, no. Before, but I'm gonna get to when you guys first entered the door. But I want to know before you get there. Big Humble went to the mall. He did some rounds. He did whoop. I want to know, what is Skell doing when you arrive in Atlanta? Did you go straight to the office, or did you?
Oh, so I got to Atlanta on Thursday. So I got people in Atlanta, thank God. So they picked me up from the airport, and my first trip was to Staples. So everybody that was in the in the anniversary room, we gave out awards to all of the people that have came to the room consistently or what have you. And so I went to Staples because we made awards for the people at Fanbase. So we wanted to print them out, and so I had to go to Staples. I had to take an Uber to Staples, print everything out, get picture frames. Luckily, they was at Staples too. But then I needed to go to the mall too because I didn't have my black shirt. So then I had to ride in the Uber with all them picture frames to the mall, and I don't know what mall it was at. I think it was something on the road that started with a C, Clemson something. And so I had all them awards in my hand walking through the mall to try to find a black shirt. So got my black shirt. I went to dinner with my friend that picked me up, and then this was Thursday, so then Friday I had to take another Uber, and like so many people there. Like the Uber roster was so freaking long because of all the traffic. I had to get my makeup done, so I got my makeup done, and then I had to change into my outfit at the salon or what have you, and then that's when Big Humble came and picked me up from there.
Oh, okay. I left out a detail.
Oh, what you left out? What you talk to him? Talk to him.
First of all, y'all know when you at the airport, man, you flying in your airport attire.
Yeah.
So I ain't even had my clothes on, Slim. I'm in the mall. I drove. Yeah, y'all know Lennox. I don't know if y'all know. Lennox got like they parking lot. They got it was raining too, so I figured nobody's gonna be at the top of the parking lot, so I could change real quick. Man, I rolled up there about to change. I said, you know what? Let me just sit right here for a second to see if it's security or somebody gonna come up. Right when I was about to change, security come up. I said, oh nah, man, I can't do this. But I ended up changing in the car right before I picked up Skell. Just to show this, just to tell you like the excitement that my hotel wasn't ready, so I had to figure out something. And I wasn't about to change it was cool for me to change in the car, but yeah, man, y'all. Skell had appointments, y'all. Appointments with an S. Don't let her play with y'all. Y'all know how she is. Appointments with an S. But speaking on the her printing out, getting the prints and the frames and everything, like that's our spirit, and our spirit is always about giving, right? So it's not always about just being able to receive and everything like that. Like when we came there, we didn't come empty-handed. We came there bearing gifts. Like, look, shout out to y'all, but just like how we had our anniversary, we want to make sure, just like y'all blessed us, we want to make sure we bless you. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about being in this space of content creators, of creating art, is to make impact. And again, this is our nature. Our nature is to do that. So we're not doing anything that wasn't in our nature already. You see what I'm saying? So, and with that being said, everything was done in love, literally, and was done genuinely. You know. So,
okay, all right. So we got the dressing room. It's going. It's rocking. Fanbase marketing team comes, checks it out. Word gets around. Guys get an invite. Now you in the A. Skell's running around, getting her appointments, getting her makeup done. When she gets there a day early, parlay with some friends. Next day, she's getting ready. You get there the day of. You do your thing. Go to the mall. This, that, and the third. You pick Skell up. Take us to. Now you done did all that. Now you get to now you're at the office. And you're about to walk through Fanbase headquarters office doors.
Crazy.
Take us. We visualizing this because we wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So we visualizing this. So this is what I want to know. Did you guys open the doors for yourselves and walk in, or were you guys greeted at the door?
No, it's top flight up there. Like, nah, you can't. They had to put in like 20 codes. They had to pull up the silver doors, and like he had directed by DNA Meta, so he had to put his hand on the scanner and then read his palms so he can get to this. Okay, no, that's a little bit of exaggeration, but not like okay. So first of all, we felt wanted. Like they was like, what time y'all coming? Y'all good? All right, it's raining outside. And then, when I want to say y'all, like I was directly communicating with Directed by DNA. So shout out to him. And to take it back just a tad bit, like his first time in the room and like him talking about the room afterwards, like it felt amazing. Like he was like, yo, this is the best thing I ever seen. I can't believe, like, y'all get people to change their PTRs. Y'all get people to interact. And I'm like, yo, that's dope to see, like, it through somebody's eyes for the first time. Because, like, you know, we've been doing it for a year. And not that we don't love it and not that we're excited, but, like, just to hear somebody experience it for the first time and it being so positive. So, you know, we on the way there and he like, what time y'all gonna be here? All right, I'm gonna let everybody know. Okay, y'all on the way? All right, y'all be safe. It's raining outside. Like, and it just felt super like welcoming. And so when we got there, he met us outside and then he walked us into the door. And like, so this is our first time ever seeing each other live. Me and Big Humble, it's only our second time seeing each other live. And then so this is our first time seeing Directed by DNA live after talking, which is weird. And so I feel like at first it's like you don't know, because like, you know, when you're in the audio room, it's like, hey, my people, I love you, we good. But then like you don't know people's like personal space and like what they, you know, how do people want to be approached. But like, I mean, I feel like that barrier was broken in like seconds, and it was like, you know, just really being around like really dope people, like friends. Like I felt like I was on my college campus, like, and just, you know, seeing my people, and it was just like a really, really cool feeling. So so this is meeting us outside. We have not walked in yet. So
not walked in.
Yeah, we ain't walked in yet. I haven't gotten there. I'm gonna let you quarterback it.
Hey, DNA met us at the parking lot. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
He met us at the parking lot. He said, y'all can park right here. I said, okay, that's crazy. But yeah, you know, we got there. And again, you know, the feeling, I caught, like, now my nerves and everything and calm down. But as we get to that door, I'm like, oh man. And we get through the door. You ain't even asked that question yet. So.
Hold on. So look, okay. So it looks like DNA makes sure parking spots was good. Y'all good. Okay. He don't have to do the Mission Impossible 007.
Mission Impossible.
Right, do all of that. Now y'all actually are now inside of the Fanbase headquarters. So here's my question. I want to know. Man, I just want to know. Like, once y'all get in, and I'm talking. When I'm saying in, I'm saying, you guys' shoes are now on the Fanbase carpet. Like you're there, you're standing there. What's the? You don't talk to DNA. You don't got to know him while he had to do all these security checks. So you in there now. What happens next? What do you guys? What's the first thing that you guys do once you get in? Are you know what? I don't know. What's the first thing you guys are doing? Now you're inside of the come on. Oh, hold on. And this is also what I want to know. Was the cameras rolling the whole time?
The camera was rolling ever since he picked us up. I mean, well, he picked me up. So the camera was rolling the whole 4 hours. Some camera was rolling somewhere the entire trip.
Wait a second.
Let me ask a quick question.
My big toe in Atlanta.
I knew you was gonna say that, but I wasn't with the camera.
let me ask y'all a quick question. The link, do you all want me to add it now, or do you want me to wait?
Yeah. Put the link up now.
You sent me two links.
We want to give y'all a visual. We want to give y'all a visual, like, you know. So as we're talking about it, you should be seeing like what we're seeing. That's the hope.
Okay, so you gave me two links. Which one?
Did I give you two links?
Yeah,
hold on. I'm gonna resend it just because I don't know how I sent you to.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, direct.
Oh no, it's the same exact link. I'm sorry, I'm reading it. It's the same exact link. Yeah.
Okay.
So no worries.
directed by DNA, said, "Man, Derrick had 2 cameras. He had a camera on the tripod, and a cell phone. Had a GoPro.
No, they was like, you can't record right here. All right, we gotta go. Like, you can start recording here." And so we like, all right.
Yeah. But nah, once we got in, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Oh my gosh.
What's the first thing? So the camera's rolling. You guys are in. So is this the part where you look like you had on the sweater and then Skell had on the black and this is what's on this picture, right? This is y'all when y'all on this picture, the flyer, right? This is y'all fit that y'all inside. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you in there. DNA don't let us know you had plenty of coverage. So you had three or 4 cameras. Make sure one camera goes out, the A camera goes out, the B camera goes out. I got you. I'm with you.
Absolutely.
So you guys are inside of the Fanbase office. Oh, here's what I want to do. This is what I want.
Who wouldn't want to work here?
Please,
who wouldn't want to work here?
Because I made a joke. I said Isaac looked like he had about 45 plugins in the office. But what does the office? What's the aroma? What is? Smell like computers? Does it smell like content? What does it smell like?
Hey. Let me.
Hey, that's a question right there. That's crazy. What does it smell like? Content?
This is bro. First of all, it smells fresh. It smells like a new perspective. Ooh. It smells like a movement. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it like this: the energy and the aroma was so fresh to the point that I wanted to create content. Like inside of the office, like the office made you want to create. So even if you weren't in a creative spirit, and I don't know if anybody knew, I haven't been in a creative spirit in a while, so I haven't been editing or shooting no content in a long time. It made me want to shoot as much content as possible. Do you see what I'm saying? It made me want to talk about the journey. It made me want to do a million things. It made me love Fanbase even more because I'm seeing how everybody in that room was so vibrant and they cared about what was going on. You see what I'm saying?
Humble. Hold up, humble. I'm sorry. I'm going in. My bad. So if I'm understanding what you're saying right now, it sounds like you're saying that it smelled like you want to shoot something, upload something, edit something, and produce something. Is that what?
Man, we got a lot of content on the way. Put it like that.
What I would like
go ahead, Go ahead, big Skell. Go ahead.
So I think we've talked about this in the editing room. I don't know if y'all remember. But like my house is very, very colorful, right? And the reason why is because it is a content space. Like I might be tired from work, it might be a lot going on, and as soon as I get in my house, I feel refreshed. So you guys, I hope you clicked on the link because this is real. Like that's what it felt like. As soon as you walked in, you just felt inspired. Like you really felt like you wanted to create some content. You wanted to do something. Like it's bright. And I don't know if that was like, Isaac's thought process, but it was bright and it was fresh. You know what I'm saying? And there's no, like everybody's, I guess like office might have a door, but like I don't think I've ever really seen a door close, even in Rama's office, right? So like,
who wouldn't want to work?
It was just
want to work here?
Like you can tell that it was just a continuous thing. Like I'd imagine, but nobody was really working when we got there. But like, I imagine them hopping in and out of each other's room. Like I got this idea, I got that idea, because it was just such an open space and open concept. And like I said, I don't know if that was his thought process, but like that's how it felt in there. Like, everybody it's easy. The door is open to collaborate, and everybody got anything to talk about. So, it was super dope. So, like I said, I hope y'all watching the video, because that was literally walking in. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we walked in, phones was out and cameras was on and stuff like that. So that's it.
And outside of the first part, I definitely want to mention this. Outside of
I was gonna say DNA, that, but I didn't know he was gonna ask.
Outside of DNA greeting us, the first person after DNA that greeted us was Maddie, and yo, her spirit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, crazy.
It's crazy how we experience. I don't remember that. I remember the first person with being Rama. It wasn't Rama. That was that's the first. I don't know.
Come on.
So
now.
he must have been a close second. Yeah, you got it on camera. He must have been. But it's also was so surreal. I can understand me not like putting it all together. But
it's
like
crazy.
Rama came out of his office and like hugged us, and he said like. He was like, "Hey, big Skell." Like he wasn't like, "Hey."
Like he knew.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that was the most. That was the most surreal part, like us coming in there and them knowing our name.
Yeah, everybody knew our name.
What we had going on, and then I know you about to ask some more questions. Let me stop.
Yeah, a little bit.
I want to ask questions for Skell. Now, I've been. See, this is what I want to know. This is the question that everybody in the audience want to know. They just ain't wrote it in the chat yet, but don't worry, I got y'all because I know y'all want to know. Now, I always, when I see this office, right, there's like a real large IKEA receipt on the wall. Is that real, or is that for play, or is that just content, or is that a real receipt? Because when I see that receipt across the wall, I'm like, okay, I wonder if this real. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The IKEA receipt.
I don't know if it. I guess Andy can. DNA can answer that. Like I don't know. It's there. It's definitely there. But I didn't even ask. Like, is this how much y'all pay for everything? I didn't ask that.
Gotcha. Oh, it has real numbers and stuff on it though. It has real actual stuff on it on the receipt.
Man, let me tell you something, man.
Okay.
The way they decorated that place, man. I mean, they had the $20 Harriet Tubman bill on the wall. You ain't seen that yet.
Yeah, that was dope.
You ain't seen the mural that they had beside the content chairs. You ain't.
And I like the basketball hoop.
Yeah, you ain't seen all the fan base symbols in the. Don't worry, all of that is coming. It's first of all, shout out to the amp stage. Oh my goodness. That's my favorite. That's my favorite spot.
Why that's your favorite? Why is that humble favorite?
Man, bro, like first of all, the lighting is right. Okay, you look good for sure. You know what I'm saying? You look amazing standing on that stage. And then on top of that, like I told you, man, it made you want to create. It made you want to do something. Like you're not just gonna stand on that stage and not. Come on, you know how many people bless that stage, man?
Right.
It just made you want to do something. And then when you're there, all the lights are facing you. You can see the whole office. You can see everybody in their rooms. It's like, yo, man. And we shot a lot of content there. We got a lot of stuff that's coming out of there. So, I don't know if y'all seen the last flicks that me and Skell posted, but you know she was rapping at the end. So y'all need to check that out.
I'm gonna check it out. DNA just said he said his decoration. So okay, because I was actually I want to know about that receipt because that was dope. So DNA he confirmed. He said decoration. Okay, so you guys are actually inside of the office. You see Rama, you see DNA, you see Maddie. What happens? So talk to us. What you guys do next? Do they are they serving you guys refreshments, coffee and bagels? What is the hospitality like? I mean, the greetings is good. Parking spots is cool, but you know, was there refreshments?
Was there refreshments?
Oh, okay.
The first thing we did was go into the interview room and they started hooking up the cameras.
They knew.
That was the refreshment. That was like we're content creators. You want to feed us? Let's make some magic.
That's
fact. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They did in the middle of like setting the room up. They did ask us for some water, so we did take the water. But I think we was just so excited, so we just got into that podcast interview place, office, and just started talking, man. And in the middle of the talking, Skell, you ready for this? In the middle of the talking, because I like catching people off guard. I said, Skell, it's time to interview some folks because, you know, the dressing room's on Tuesday. But while we here, the dressing room is every day. So we started interviewing everybody in the office, they outfits. We started doing fit checks, man. We got.
Oh, y'all did a fit checks.
Fit check, man.
Hold on, y'all. So hold on. Was this plan? So y'all already knew y'all was gonna do the fit check when y'all got in there?
We knew that, but we just didn't know when we was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the thing about it is like you still want things to be very, very organic. You never want to go into something and feel like you know what I'm saying. So like you still want it to be very, very organic and catch the moment. And that's what this all was about, was catching the moment and being in the present while capturing the moment. Mm-hmm. And again, just being you without limits.
Okay. Okay. So you guys interview room. They got the setup, the lights, the mic. You guys got water, and I know that some content that's going to be dropping for the streets of Fanbase. When is that coming out? The interview.
It's on Final Cut right now.
It's on.
No. You talking about the interview now? We gonna have to direct that to DNA.
DNA. Okay, got you. Okay, we'll okay.
And I just sent, and Northstar, if you want to change, I sent you a clip of us interviewing.
No, you didn't. What? No, you didn't, Skell. What?
So question. When you guys are doing that, when you guys are doing the interview, it's just you. It's just you two and DNA in there.
And Noah.
Mm-hmm. So you guys haven't even met the man himself, Mr. Isaac Hayes.
No, Isaac hadn't gotten there yet.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
People can click on the link now. They can click on the link now.
Okay, you guys can click on the link and see an actual visual. Wow. Them cameras was rolling, man. So you in the interview, during the interview. You guys wasn't nervous? Like you no nervous, no butterflies,
not a nervous bone in our body, man.
I was super nervous on the way there. I was like, oh my god. But like they was just so cool.
Yeah,
like
they just had a welcoming spirit. It was like to be honest, after we got through the initial first of all, it felt like we already knew them, to be honest, because
that's a fact.
We done been in the rooms, we hear them enough time, we all communicating, so seeing each other in person just amplify how we felt about each other. You feel what I'm saying? Like, dang, you really dope, and we just really wanted to be around each other, and that's how it felt. You know what I'm saying? It felt like I've known them for years, and when you give that type of energy off, we good forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. So it wasn't nervous. It wasn't nervous at all. I probably was nervous though, because I was talking a lot. Y'all know I'd be quiet for a little bit. I was talking. I was talking a mile a minute, man. I talk about my whole life story in that time.
I think, like I said, first meeting, because you're so cool on the stages. That's easy, but meeting, people in person. So I think I was just nervous because I'm a total hugger. And I'm like, I don't know, but everybody was cool. Like I said, I don't remember Maddie. I remember hugging Maddie. I remember specifically hugging Rama first. I don't know why that comes to mind. So he came out, gave us a hug. Like I said, said our names. I hugged Maddie. Then we met Noah, and then Kyle came in, and then that's when we got in the room and got to work. So I think after that initial meeting and me and DNA talked about this too, just kind of you hear people's inflection, probably right now, because I'm super excited about this, it's loud, but now you get to put their facial expressions with when you can tell they're excited, when they can tell they feel some type of way. And so it's kind of mirroring. I said it's kind of like being in the pods. I don't know if anybody watched Love is Blind, but when they come out of the pods, I can really understand what they're talking about, because you've been rapping with these people for so long, and then you finally meet, and so you gotta match everything all together.
So let me, speaking of rapping, I'm gonna put you on the spot, Skell. I don't know.
Don't put me on the
spot. Listen. They said you was rapping in the video. Can we? Can we hear some? Was it written or what was it?
No, that was off the dome, because I didn't even know if we could go on the stage. But they wasn't. It never felt oh no, this is the restricted area. You can't besides the outside, because obviously for security reason. But after that, it was do what you want to do. So I didn't even know we could be on the stage. So I just got on the stage and just started. I'm not gonna say I am I'm gonna leave the rapping to Northstar. Let me say that much. But
you funny, Skell. You funny.
Let us hear a little bit. Can you at least recite one bar? Just one bar.
what did I say? I said
she's. I don't.
It was really off the dome. All I remember
it was pretty good, and it caught me off guard. But again, right? The space made you want to create. So if you're not a rapper, you gonna feel like you need to rap on that stage.
Yeah, I felt like it was like necessary. All I remember is for the ones that, I was like Skell coming through.
Yeah.
Skell coming through on the ones and twos.
Okay.
And then for the dressing room.
When she said for that, I already knew what she was gonna say, so I just followed up with dressing room. So
it looked good. That was dope. And I think that's like me and you, just how we just always are bouncing off of each other.
Yeah, facts.
Because I didn't know I was gonna say that, and the fact that you know when to come in, I felt like was pretty dope.
What's up, y'all?
What's poppin', Z?
Oh shit,
Darian.
Man, this is surreal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, everybody who loves Fanbase. That's like the Pentagon. You know what I'm saying? That's like the Black House for us.
Definitely.
Facts.
Y'all went there, man. So I appreciate y'all just sharing the experience. I got one question. Like, being that brother Isaac Hayes III is such a his father, such a iconic figure in music and in our community. Did you feel like the life that the son of Isaac Hayes kind of reflected in the fan base area? Like, did you feel like maybe this is what his home or his room would look like? You know what I'm saying? Or his man cave back home is kind of like what fan base is. Like, did you feel like it was a reflection of his personality? Just the whole headquarters up there. Did you think about that, or did that thought that come across?
So the stage. So Isaac happened to be there when I did the rap. I was nervous to do this in front of him because I'm like, this man do music. Like, he gonna look at me like I'm crazy. But so I feel like the stage is definitely a nod to that. Like, it's so nice, right? Like, you can just tell the intentionality. You can tell that, like, that's like, music was his love. Like, even, Isaac Hayes III, because, he made beats and, and I don't want to call them jingles, but like intros, I guess, to like TV shows and stuff. So, like, you can just tell that was like his heart. And I feel like it was so detailed that, like, it just made sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it fit. So I think that was like his nod to his musical, and his mom, his musical background or whatever. So shout out to Women's History Month.
That's what's up.
You got more, Z, or you good?
Nah, man, it's just, it's just a live situation, man. I mean, I'm really happy that you guys got a chance to experience that.
Yeah, and it was incredible, man. And I had to, like, kind of pinch myself and be like, damn, I cannot believe that we just got invited to the Fanbase headquarters. All right, like, that's crazy. Because to be honest, I ain't even been invited to my own job headquarters, and I've been invited to that. Wow. You feel me? So it's like, this is a crazy experience, you know what I'm saying? And then again, coming there and being recognized for being you. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, we being recognized, right, for being ourselves, not being somebody else, not portraying like being somebody else, not because we have 2 million followers. It's because of the impact that we're making from the audio room, from being consistent, and from having a good product. You see what I'm saying? Let me take good out of it. Excellent product, and a product that we continue to build over time. You see what I'm saying? So, like, shout out to Fanbase, shout out to the marketing team for recognizing us. Shout out to everything. Yeah, shout out to the editor room for what we're doing now. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all played a huge part in showing us the culture, understanding what love's meant for the platform. And now, everything that y'all taught us, we have took that and ran away with it and amplified, a lot of the teachers and everything that y'all gave us. So kudos to y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we didn't talk about the interview, but we definitely made sure to shout out the editing room. Just if it wasn't for the editing room, there would be no Derrick and Skell. There would definitely be the dressing room because, when I got on Fanbase with a mission, I already knew that space was going to be created. But, I'm glad I don't have to wonder what it would be like without Derrick. You know what I'm saying? That's, truly, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And so, him, bring in, his just, natural born leadership skills to the table, his personality, the way that he sees things, it's just such a match for me. And if it wasn't for us, the good days, when we was in the editing room till 1 o'clock in the morning, when we was falling asleep in the editing room, we was all right, everybody, we got to leave the room and we going on a Fanbase field trip and going and liking and loving on content. And if it wasn't for those experiences or for that, the practice, I would never have met Big Humble. You know what I'm saying? What if I was at the Fanbase office by myself? That'd have been whack. Or what if it was somebody? I can't even imagine if it was somebody else. That's just weird to even think because we just meshed so well. So I mean, it was all divine intervention for sure.
So this is just I had one thing. Go ahead. I just want to say, man, that my observation of Isaac and what he's doing is an example of when you're empowered, how you're supposed to be when you believe in community. You know what I mean? Because too often we've been marginalized and underestimated, undervalued, and culturally conditioned to be last. You know what I mean? So I really feel like he's putting his money where his mouth is and creating something that really taps into the needs of our souls. You know what I'm saying? With the concepts of loves and being able to have the space and his diligence on continuing to make this app a fun, friendly, cool place to be. I feel like it's an example for all of us, that are in the diaspora to create systems and create things that edify others and build up each other. So I feel like he looks at you guys as the same as him. You know what I'm saying? Because I can, I know you guys to a degree, and I know you guys are real wholesome people. You know what I'm saying? So I think he looks at you. He sees himself in you guys and a lot of us, and especially the editing room too. So it's almost like a confirmation to just let's keep on building, keep on putting love into each other, and understand that we all we got. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that.
Nah, that's love, man.
That's love. That's love. Okay. So in the office, you meet everybody. Well, you meet a few people. You don't meet everybody. You go to the room. You do the interview. We'll say, because I know the interview is going to come out. That's going to be exclusive. So I don't want you guys to reveal that content. While you in the interview, Derrick, you say you and Skell, y'all start doing fit checks. All right, take us after the interview is done. What is this when Skell busts the freestyle, or do you guys go meet some other folks, or what happens after the interview is over?
After the interview,
okay.
After the interview, we actually Isaac now has come into the office, so Isaac is sitting in the he in the office. You know what I'm saying?
So hold on. I want a visual. So interview's done. So while y'all was in the interview, y'all didn't know Isaac had arrived.
Nah.
Okay, gotcha. So
and I hope I got my timeline right. I think I got my timeline right. But
yeah, you got your timeline right.
Yeah. So we first of all, the interview was crazy. Okay, the interview was crazy. So I'm not gonna say too much, but I am gonna say that the marketing team didn't even know that Skell and I had met each other probably a couple months prior to coming to Fanbase. So they didn't even know. They thought that we knew each other for years just because of our energy and how well we were meshing and everything like that. So they didn't even know. So which was a crazy aspect when we were there. So we talked a lot about like our background, how we got here, and all this other stuff. So be on the lookout for that. It's crazy. Shout out to directed by DNA. We looking forward to that. Now, okay. When we finished with the interview, we feeling good. Energy as at an all-time high. So we get out and we see Isaac. This is the funniest thing, y'all. So I don't know if it was DNA or Noah, but we was walking towards Isaac and they would say, "Oh yeah, Isaac, you know who they are, right?" This is so Isaac get up. He said, "Man, I know who this is. I know who they are." He said, "What's up, Skell? What's up, homie?" When they, what I'm saying, we talked for a little bit. And then that's when we went to the actual stage, and then Skell got on there immediately, started rapping. We started shooting some content, and again it was cameras everywhere, man. I had my phone, the camera. DNA had his phone. Maddie had her phone. So it was just like a lot of content being shot. We shot some promo, yada yada yada. I don't want to say too much more. It's just a lot came from that. You know what I'm saying?
So okay. So, Skell, question. So as the and this is, I want to ask a direct question. As a founder of the dressing room, your space, and you actually meet Isaac, take us through what's going through your mind. Take us through that experience. Give us that. We got Humble's experience. What's yours like? You get out the interview, you meet Isaac, you meet the man. This is your first time meeting Isaac. So what is that like, man? Just for somebody who came on this platform, knew what they wanted to do, went out and got you know what I'm saying, got you an excellent partner, it's your brother, Big Humble. But like just to actually meet Isaac Hayes III, man, CEO of Fanbase. What is that like? Talk to us.
So Isaac was sitting when we came out of the room, and so I think that's when I got nervous again. I said, "Hey, Mr. Hayes," and he stood up, and I was like, "Oh my God, he's tall!" Like I feel like I just felt like my head kept going up. And then he gave us a hug. Well, he gave me a hug. I'm sure guys don't hug, but he gave me a hug. And then and he was like, "Hey, what's up, Big Skell?" And I was like, "That is crazy." Like I just kept thinking about it. Like this is really, really surreal. So like, I mean, it was cool. Like he was sitting there on his computer. Like I don't know what he's doing or whatever, but like he was like, it was just like regular. Like I think you get off the shock of like, wow, this is this person, this is here, we are here. It was just like, yo, these is just like really, really like cool people. And so like Big Humble missed the part. So after we met Isaac, that's when we gave out the awards because we was waiting for him to get there before we gave everybody their awards.
Take us through that. So you guys got there, you came with some goodies. You bought the award, and so
yeah, we was like, we got something for y'all, and they was like, you got something for us, and we were like, of course, you don't come to people's house and not like and come empty-handed. And so again, another like big content moment. So we just like in the dressing room when we put up the award, we said, and Northstar sent you a picture of an award. We told everybody like why they got their award. So I pulled it out. Big Humble is recording, so I'll pull out each award, and then say like Andy's was like DNA's was like tell it out like it is award, and so tell it how it is award. And like they was like super hyped, like because it was very personalized, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like we really like me and Big Humble was going back and forth, like, no, I don't think that's it. Yeah, that's the one. So it wasn't like a fly by the moment thing. Like, we really put some intentionality behind it, and you could tell they appreciate it. And then, like, I mean, even Isaac, he was like, I think you could hear it in the video that Big Humble made. You know, when Isaac like responded when he got his award. So it was just like a pretty just dope moment, and I hope that's something we just wanted to leave something for them to remember us by. Like, oh, this is like the dressing room. Like, every time they come into the office, like, I want them to think, oh, the dressing room.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, you know, if you look at Joyce PTR, you look at DNA PTR, you can see that those are the you know, those are the awards that we gave out. And then, you know, directed by DNA, you can see his, you know. But yeah, you know, again, you know, everywhere you go, especially as a place like you're about to meet, you know, your favorite social media company, you about to go to the headquarters, right? You want to make sure that you come in there and you're making an impact, but being yourself, like not stretching your neck trying to make an impact. You know what I'm saying? And like I told JK got on this PTR too, but like you want to make sure that you're coming in there and that when they think about their favorite content creators that ever came to the office, right? What did you bring to the table? And this is one of the things that we brought to the table. And again, this is something that we do in the room anyway. And we not gonna we can if we couldn't give the loves, so we decided to give a love in another way. You know what I'm saying?
So out of all the awards y'all passed out, right? Who would you guys say that had the craziest reaction? Because you guys talk about Isaac reaction. Who had the craziest reaction when you gave them the award?
Who do you think, Skell?
It was probably Noah, because he already is like a ball of energy, so he was like jumping up and down. I like how like Maddie got an award, and everybody wanted Maddie's award, so I feel like that was pretty cool. Like, Kyle was like, you spelled my name wrong. At first I got very embarrassed, like, how the heck did I spell Kyle wrong? But he was talking about Maddie's award. He felt like he should have got Maddie's award. So, I mean, I think everybody was really appreciative, you know what I'm saying? And that meant a lot. That, you know, even Rama was like, hey, like, it's just everybody's reaction was however you expect them to be in the audio room. Like, you know, Rama was real chill, but like smile. Like, and I feel like whenever he talks, I can hear his smile, and so like just to see it in person was cool. And I felt like Isaac was surprised to get an award. So I think it was like, that was probably one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
What was Maddie's award? Because you guys said everybody wanted that award. What was Maddie's award?
She got the best vintage jacket.
The best. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, Kyle been bringing out his Oh, that was another thing. Everybody was like, we dressed up for y'all. Like, we usually come to
I was just about to say.
usually come to work in a Fanbase hoodie or whatever. They was like, nah, we dressed up because the dressing room is here. We like, yo, that's so
big
dope.
right
like,
that's big.
Wasn't that big?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
like,
because
everybody looked really nice.
Yeah. It was funny. They were talking about how Rama just always come in with the fan base gear on and everything like that. So they said, "Oh man, y'all got him to put a polo on, man."
Yeah,
the dressing room came out and everybody got dressed up.
Yeah, but again, though, right? Again, it's a testament, right, to because even in our room, people change their PTR, so it's a testament to like what we're bringing to the table, right? It's like, yo, they come in here. We need to make it. We need to do something. They talk about the accessories. We need to make sure we got some accessories. We need to make sure that we're doing things differently than what we normally do, because it's like the dressing room is coming through, and that I thought that was pretty cool because they try to accommodate us the best way they could. You feel me? And
absolutely.
that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, and check this out, y'all. We really didn't have it. There was no time. I don't know if they thought like, oh, okay, they're gonna be there for like 2 hours and then we're gonna get back to work. Maybe that's what they thought in their head. But whatever they thought in their head, we exceeded that number because we was there. We were probably there to like 5:30, to be honest, from 12:30 to 5:30, y'all. We was there for a minute. Okay, we went out. I'm saying too much. Let me let you ask your question.
So let me ask you. So well, not actually, but here's what I'm hearing, and this is what this just all speaks to what Zarius just really said. You guys were going to the office, and you wanted to make sure you make a lasting impression on them, but they wanted to do the same as well, because you see the effort. I mean, getting dressed, you got to put in effort. I mean, you could throw on a shirt and some jeans and like, hey, I'm gonna go clock in, do some work, Fanbase office, boom, boom. But they actually got dressed up, so that means that they put thought and things into it the morning of, the night before. That, hey, I'm going to wear this because we have Skell and Derrick coming to the office. So for this reason, I'm pulling out this. That's big. That's and I'm gonna sit this right here, like, because that really speaks. It really speaks a lot. And I like what you just said about the changing the PTRs. How that was kind of like a real life of doing that, because that's what it did. So that was ill. So
let me add to that. The essence, that one part before you move on, which at some point in time we're gonna get into this, but that's a part of app culture. I just want to put that out there. Just want to lay that out there, because if they went that far, inviting content creators from the app to come on based on what they do, and then the staff actually gets involved by being intentional to like say, okay, look, our normal everyday routine is this, but because they're showing up, we're going to do this, you know. So that's another prime example of what we've been discussing for all of this time. I just want to lay that out there. So that's why I was like, man, that's big, you know.
Nah, it was an amazing experience, y'all. Like, the thing is, even talking about it y'all really not getting the full experience until you see the videos, and after that, you still not getting the full experience.
I can't wait till y'all see the videos.
Unless you really saw it from our lens or really felt that energy. You will be able to feel it from the content and the excitement, even from the behind the scenes before we even got there and after we left. But at the same time, y'all, like, going there, I cannot even tell y'all the words, man. Y'all might think I'm playing. I was not in a creative space. I got there and wanted to create. I wanted to be on camera. I wanted to record as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And there's only special places, right, that make you feel like that. That make you snap out of a zone or like a box that you were in, and snap out of it and want to create moments. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Fanbase did to me, man. And after that, you feel me? Like I said, I already had love for the app. After I left there, yo, that love exceeded, like, it's way more than what I could think about. You know what I'm saying? I have a different type of connection to this app now just because of that experience.
So
let me tap into that real quick before we move on there, since I want to ask him a real quick question on that. So with you saying that part, what do you mean you have a different connection to the app? I mean, generally speaking, I would say I comprehend what you mean by that, but I would like for you to define that, what it means to you for the space, you know, during this interview.
Okay, it's a few things, right? It's a few things I'm gonna say. One, being spotlighted was amazing, because being spotlighted as a content creator, shout out to everybody that was spotlighted, Skell, Lala, my Melon, and everybody else. That's different, because again, these other platforms, they not doing that. I don't care how big they are, they still know the numbers, they still know people who are being consistent on the app. They don't do that. You see what I'm saying? So being able to be spotlighted on a social media app with 500,000 users, you were chosen out of 500,000 users, man, stop playing. Put some respect on that person, you feel me? So then, right then and there, I was like, you know what? I feel good, man. That people are seeing the content, and again, for me and my purpose, that's all I want people to be able to experience and see my content. Then we have the dressing room, and we go from 6 people, 10 people, 11 people, 24 people, 32 people, and it continues to grow and grow and grow. And then our Discord is growing. I'm like, oh, the community here is crazy. I got mad love and for everything that we have going on. But when I went to the office and I saw how amazing the people was, how hard they work, and like, this is not a joke. They really in there working, and they work and they care about making this thing better, making this app better. They care about the users. You see what I'm saying? They care about the product. I'm not saying that these other platforms don't, but they're looking for ways for the users on this platform to shine. That's what they're looking for. And then on top of that, I'm gonna tell people this. It's about what you put into the app. So if you ain't putting no time into the app, if you're not putting no real estate into this app, you're not going to get nothing back. But if you put in the time, you're building the community, you're building the connections, right? You're making things happen. You're consistent. Things are going to happen for you. And I'm a testament. Me and Skell is a testament to that. The editing room is a testament to that. Do you see what I'm saying? So after seeing that, that's what made me love the app even more. And then seeing Isaac and how cool he was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm the CEO of this company, but at the same time, he showed major love, right? We in your house. And he greeted us like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, I'm it's an honor for me to meet y'all. You see what I'm saying? So, and he was engaging with us. Even if you got invited to them other platforms and you see the CEO, that my man might walk right past you. You see what I'm saying? He or she wouldn't even worry about you. But Isaac was sitting right there talking to us. You know what I'm saying? And listening and seeing what we had going on and really feeling our energy. And then on top of that, just when you thought he wasn't paying attention, he was really paying attention, because you get to the marketing rooms or the other rooms, he go ahead and actually shout out Skell, shout out the dressing room and the editing room. Like, he's paying attention. And like I said, that's what made me love the app even more than what I loved it before.
Wow.
Absolutely. Just to piggyback off a little bit, like, it's definitely about the creators, right? And so everybody says that, oh, it's the creators, but like, you know, everywhere else, obviously it's about the money. Obviously it's about the ads. Obviously it's about suppressing content. Like, because we can't let everybody see what you have going on, because then how do we make money? And like, just the model of Fanbase, you know, if we the creators are making money, then the app is making money. So of course they're going to put money behind us. Of course they're going to put the ideas and stuff behind us. Like, even there, we were like brainstorming things to do. We say this all the time, and I'll say this forever. Like, this is absolutely the best team that, since I've been here, Fanbase has had. And it's not because they invited us, because like, we didn't think, like, you don't think, because of just the way that you've been treated on the other apps, you don't think, oh, we're going to be invited to the office. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, I always thought it would be like a group thing. Like, you know, everybody, it's a day where everybody can come. I don't know. So it's like, I never thought in my wildest dream we were going to get invited. But like, I knew that these people cared. And so now being invited, it's like, oh, they care this much. Like, I knew they cared a lot. And you can see it through the intentionality that they have. Like, the consistency that they have, not only opening their own rooms, but going into other people's room, really engaging, interacting, or what have you. But like, and now they're like, yo, we see you. And like, that's all as a creator. Like, what else do you want but to be seen? You know what I'm saying? To have your work be seen and to have your work be understood. Because, you know, we put out stuff and you're like, I meant it to say this, but everybody thinks they're saying that. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's one thing that I do love and appreciate. It's like, they see you and they want you to win, and they're gonna put their willpower behind it. But like Derrick said, it's like it was definitely a preparedness meets opportunity time, because like, we had me and Derrick on autopilot in the dressing room. Like, we got this. Like, me and like Derrick been at a birthday party and we've been in the dressing room and nobody knows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been dealing with my patients. If anybody knows, I'm in the medical field. I've been dealing with my patients while we're in the room and nobody knows. So we got this down pat. And so when they came, none of y'all really see the chaos that ensues between me and Derrick while the rooms are going on. But like they came and they just saw a flawless product. So we had something to give them, and it wasn't like us going to them and saying, well, we want to do this, but y'all have to do this for us first. Like, no, we sacrificed, we put ourselves out there, we brought them the product, and they liked the product and got behind the product.
Absolutely happy on that.
Man, if you just joined the room, man, we interviewing Derrick and Skell right now about their Fanbase office visit. We getting. Man, I'm coming up with questions, but I wrote them down. I'll come back to them. I do got a question that I must ask you and Skell, but I'll ask that in a second. Okay, so to recap before I go to the next part. Get there, DNA, Maddie, go do the interview, Noah, meet everybody. Finally meet the man, Isaac. You pass out, awards, and which is just so. Oh, that's just so ill. That's ill.
Wait till y'all see the recording, man.
Wait till we see the footage. We got footage of the game too, y'all. So hey, it's gonna be available. I don't know if it's already available, but hey, it's gonna be out there. Let me ask this. So now that you met Isaac, awards is passing out. Around what time is it now? Because you guys went from 12 to 5. Are we at 3:00? What time is it? 2:45?
Dang. I don't.
You don't even know.
You remember?
Yeah, it was like 2:45, 3:00. It's like then everybody was like, wait, we're hungry.
Yeah.
Talk to
we came in there and got to work.
What happened? So after that, are you saying that y'all guys had lunch with it, or so what happens after that? You realize you're hungry. What happens there?
Oh yeah, let me get into this, man. So look, right after that, Maddie's like, look, it's time to eat. You know what I'm saying? Where we going to eat? So we end up going somewhere to eat. Now it's me, Skell, Maddie, DNA, Kyle, and Noah. We all going out to eat. Okay, we go to this place.
What place?
Get some food. I don't even know what the place is called, to be honest.
It's like a food hall.
Yeah.
So we went to, because it had like different places where you can go and eat. So it was a food hall.
Yeah. So, and it was really, really good. Y'all know your boy, vegetarian, so I had limited options, but we made it happen. You feel me? Yo, we was Skell. If I'm not mistaken, it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours. We were all just out there eating. Now these folks supposed to be at work.
They was supposed to be at work.
They only got an hour lunch, but the vibes was super crazy, man. Like,
yeah, because we were just talking about everything. Like we were just fan base, non-fan base, with HBCUs, where everybody else went to school, how, the atmosphere in Durham, the atmosphere in VA. Like, it was just like, like I said, I felt like I was in a calf at school. And like everybody was just like talking and like, getting to know each other and stuff like that. It was like dope.
Nah, it was a crazy experience. You know what I'm saying? Even to the point where they were like, "Hey, we need to get back to the office. We've been out for a minute," and then because of the relationship because of the fun we have and the relationships that we was able to build with them, now it has turned to like, hey man, we got to shoot some more content. We got to put some things in play, to make more things happen. You see what I'm saying? So like, it was honestly a crazy experience, y'all. Like, even us talking about it, I feel like we still watering it down. I don't know why we are, but I feel like we still watering it down in some way or some form.
I mean, because it just feels like you want to do it justice. Like, you want to make sure that, like, they, like, I will hope, I know DNA in the audience, but like, yeah, like they appreciated it coming out, and I think And I hope y'all know, like, that's embedded in the dressing room. Like, we, like, gratitude and appreciation, you know, for the moment, for the people, for the space, because, like, all of that, you know, can get taken away from you at any time. So it's like, I hope they understand, like, how, like, gracious we are that we were, you know, invited. And we said, like, Big Humble said, like, whatever y'all need, because, like, why not? Like, y'all care about me, we gonna care. It's a very reciprocal relationship. So it's like, we gonna give a little bit more, and they're like, oh, y'all gonna give a little bit more, we gonna give a little bit more. Like, and I'm not even just saying that's specific to me and Big Humble, and that's like the amazing part about it. That's any creator that want to get out here and do it. Like, me and Big Humble, we special, but we not more special than anybody else. Like, if you really out here getting it, like, I do believe that these are the people to get it for.
And I'm gonna say this too. While we were there, we made another connection with another creator, with another artist, and we literally said while we were there, "Hey, yo, give us, like, is it okay if we use some of your music to put on the vlog that we gonna have coming out?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna link up with y'all." So, like, it's really about the build. Like CEO Push said, it's never really just about us. It's about how we can create and how we can take what we have, or the vehicle that we in, which is Fanbase, to the moon. Like, we know the activity that's going on across the street. We don't care about that. It's time for y'all to understand what the program is. Come over to this side and take control of your content. Make things happen.
So let me. All right. So, man. Okay. So, man, you guys had lunch with the Fanbase team. That's dope. That's dope. And so, okay, you get back to the office. What happens now? You know, it got your belly full. What happens? And I just text CEO Push too. I told him, if he can, man, pull up, man.
Absolutely.
If you go pull up,
we got some merch.
Y'all got merch?
Yeah, we got Fanbase t-shirts. That was dope.
Okay.
T-shirts. That's it, Skell?
That's it?
Sweatshirt. Yeah, sweatshirt, t-shirts. Like, it was, like, dope.
I got mine on right now.
Oh, you got your, okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So look, okay, you get the merch. Do you guys shoot more content, or is things kind of winding down now?
What? I shot content
until it got dark.
Until even past that, we shot content.
I was gonna say, and then in the restaurant when Lala ghosted us.
Oh my God, I can't believe she put that out there, man. Shout out to Lala though. We were supposed to.
But it's Big Humble fault, because like I had to catch a flight at 10:30, so you know, like, the airport is crazy, and so I told Lala to meet me at 6. Big Humble, I don't know when, told her, yeah, take your time, it don't matter. Like, so we missed Lala.
Man,
so that was like the worst part.
You don't ever want to rush greatness. You know what I'm saying? So you want to let people.
You don't tell a woman to take their time. Like, you just don't. When they can't take their time, you don't tell us to take their time.
I feel it. So I guess it's my fault.
Hey,
go ahead.
Thank you, Skell, for saying that. That needed to be said.
Big Humble got a wife. I don't even know why he would utter these words. Like,
that's because my wife, she get an earlier time frame, so we good on that. I just thought that maybe, you know. Anyway, let me be quiet.
So look. So you get the merch, and what do you guys do? So take us through up until when it's time to go. Which I'm sure that, did you guys get kind of like sad a little bit when it was time to leave? Did you kind of want to stay the night there and get some blow up mattresses and hang out at all office?
I don't know if he got this on video, but that's what I said. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna just take this office over here. And I'll be cool. Like, y'all do what y'all gotta do. So.
Yeah. Nah, we gonna sit in here. We gonna, you know, we got work to do too. Shoot. But nah, man. You know, when we got there, you know, they gave us the merch. You know, we chilled a little bit. We actually shot some more content, just kind of doing like an office tour type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not really getting to anybody's office, because you know they might got stuff in there that don't want to be the film, but. Right. Just the decor and everything like that they had going going on in there. It was hard to leave, to be honest, man, because it's like we just had such a good time. And again, the energy in there was telling you to create. You feel me? So it's hard to leave a space, especially as a creator, where you just want to create. Like, you want to come in there and put your best foot forward because you're just in a vibrant space that enables you to reach the highest of all highs. You know what I'm saying? So it was difficult, man. But as we were leaving, I don't even think the team wanted us to leave because they was all by the door. Like, they kept talking to us. I think we ended up leaving maybe 20 minutes after we like walked out the door because we were still talking and, you know, catching up and just talking about future things that we all want to collaborate on and work on and make things happen. Heavy on the collaborating. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, shout out to the team, bro. Like,
we saw Isaac leave and his PJ.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 11 is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes, shout out to Isaac, man.
okay. Man,
Shout out to Isaac.
man.
I don't think we Skell, we missing something. I feel like we missing something.
Yeah, I want to make sure, y'all, before I get it, because I'm gonna ask you guys one question, and then after that we can bring the audience up, or, you know, however you want to do it, Northstar, and let everybody chat and let everybody chime in. Okay, so here's my question, because, you know, I'm just a visual guy, and I honestly feel like when it comes to, you know, creating content and things like that, I feel like it can hit you at any time. You can be any space, and, you know, you come with ideas. But I also really feel like, you know, and I guess this because I pay attention to like a lot of artists when they're creating music, creating art. I look, you know, I always like to look at behind the scenes, like what room did he do this song in and stuff like that, right? So this is my question for you guys, and this is my last question before we close out, before you know, bring to the audience. Based on how the Fanbase office is decorated, based on everything that's in, even with the colors, you know, certain people in the chakras and stuff like that. But based on all of that, and I want both of you guys to answer this question. But how does that now, having said that you went there and saw that, how does that now impact your whatever space it is that you create majority of your content? If you got a little room, you got this little space, or whatever it is that's like your go-to place, seeing how that office looked, realizing how you felt, how does that now impact your you guys' creative spaces that you create most of your content when nobody's looking? Does that question make sense?
It does make sense. It does make sense. Skell, I don't know if you want to go first. You know what I'm saying? I've been rapping.
No, I mean, I think it just reassured me because, like I said, like my house is super colorful, right? And that's it. Like, I don't know if Northstar, I want to put the video back up, but as soon as you come in, like that's what you notice is just color, and it just the space is so vibrant, the feng shui, and so it's just reassurance. And then like, you know, we've been in rooms I was like, no, everybody can't come to the office, and like that's the thing, like you can't let everybody's energy into your space, right? Because like you don't want to damage something like that. So because like while we were there doing content, which is very, very important, like they're building like the future of the app, which is even more important because we need a place to put content. Right. So I understand wanting to protect the space and not have everybody come in and, you know, make sure that, you know, whoever does come is somebody that's for the app and not, you know, complaining about the app, because energy is currency. And so I think us being in the space that already was that energetic, like made us create more, and then we deposited that inside of the space too. So it's like when we left, like besides the awards, the energy was still there. Like a piece of the dressing room was still there because like me and Big Humble were there for a while. afterwards, just sitting in the car, kind of reflecting and like waiting on Lala. And so like, and they didn't leave. Like the only person we saw leave was Isaac and his PJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we ain't seen nobody else leave. So I feel like, you know, that time that they had spent, you know, on us, they was back in their you know, in their respective spaces and creating and expanding. So that was dope.
Man, I'm gonna say this too, right? The colors, I didn't really. Usually, I create my environment, right, and I don't really worry about, because I feel like I can make content out of any space. You know what I'm saying? But it made it so easy to create in there because outside of the colors, we were getting noticed. Like, it's just the fact that, you know, when you're getting noticed and you're getting spotlighted and you're getting recognized, it gives you the extra motivation to keep going and keep making things happen. Do you see what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, bro, I can't wait till we get back to the crib so I can go ahead and edit on my Mac Mini and make things happen. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to put out this content for everybody to see, to show you that with consistency, you can do it too, right? Now, they might not meet you at the office, but they may invite you to a community event they have going on for you to speak at, or whatever the case, which is just as legit because you got invited. Or they may spotlight you in the newsletter, or they may have a pop-up with your face on it. Like, you got to think about all these different things that they're doing to magnify creators on this app, to inspire you to keep going, to make you be the catalyst and the vehicle to help bring people to this app, so they too can have their content blessed and monetized and things of that nature, right? So what it did, man, like I said, it gave me that extra encouragement and extra motivation, like, to keep going. Like, bro, you've been in the doghouse for a little bit, and now you have this inspiration to create. Brother, you got to create. Sis, you got to create. Camp, you got to create. So for me, is I've already had the motivate. I already had the insight to create content, no matter if the blinds didn't look good or if my elbows was ashy. You feel what I'm saying? But now it's like I really got that urge to create, because not only is the platform watching, I have that motivator to do it, because like more people need to be inspired by this story of how we got here and how we're making things happen.
Well, oh man. With that being said, man, this has definitely been very eye-opening. This has definitely been a pleasure just to really sit here and interview you guys and talk about your experience. And like I said, me just being a visionary, you know, my interviewing style is always visual, just because I mean, I got 20/20, but I can really see it when I can see it. So as I was just talking with you guys, I was just looking, just picturing, you know, putting myself like as if I was there, like, you know what I'm saying? So I want to thank you too, you know, for doing this. I want to say that I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm more than proud. I don't know if because I've been working, I can't find another word for proud. But I am very, 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 very proud and happy to have learned and to have met you guys, to have worked with you guys, to have you know, spoken with you guys over phone. You know, we never met in person, but just to actually know you guys, I mean, this makes it makes it also more. It makes it more special. And as I always say, you know, that Fanbase office is definitely a dream come true for anybody that's actively on Fanbase, more so for anybody that's on Fanbase, producing and creating and curating content. That office is definitely a Fanbase creator's dream come true, a Fanbase investor dreams come true, a Fanbase user. If you're part of the Fanbase community, going to that office is everything. And what I like, and what is my takeaway from talking with you too, is that you guys went there and, you know, but you made it your experience. You didn't go and just do a walkthrough. You went, you treated it just like going to a cookout or a kickback. You brought gifts, You came with good energy. You came dressed, and that's why it took so long. So that completes the interview portion for me, Northstar. I want to go ahead and unless you got something to say, but I want to go ahead and let's bring everybody up.
Yeah, hold on.
And let
me ask a few questions because this is important.
Okay.
So
okay,
first, before I ask these questions, my questions are related, of course, to a bit of the history before the dressing room. But I want to ask you two: are you willing to do a second interview? But this is a How to Fanbase interview outside of the editing room. I'm saying this was specific. This particular interview was extremely important because because me and the Essence actually discussed this because we were discussing he was suggesting maybe you should do it a How to Fanbase room, and I was like, no, can't do that. It has to be an editing room first because the dressing room, the way that you two came together to form what you have, that was through an editing room collaboration or effort, and so I thought that was important for the editing room to have a first look at that and to be able to showcase that. Because this is the things that we've been talking about, the whole app culture and, creators economy and so on and so forth. Right. And then now everything that we did for all of those challenges, those late nights that we stayed up doing all the stuff that we did. And now, boom, here we have it with the dressing room having their spotlight moment at the Fanbase headquarters and everything like that. So my first question is, how y'all feel about doing a How to Fanbase interview?
Anything you need from us, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you need.
All right. So
from us.
Yeah, I mean, I knew y'all was gonna say yeah, but I just wanted to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I was putting y'all on the spot or something because we record. You know what I mean? The second thing is and that interview is gonna be, more technical. On that side. Okay. Now here's my question to you two. Through your experience having arrived at that moment, sharing your experience, let's go back to the origins. I really, just for a moment, I want y'all to highlight how you two actually came together being the dressing room. How did that actually derive? Share that with us.
Come on, Skell. Come on now.
Well, y'all mic was hot, so I thought you was about to talk. What happened? So I don't think we were in the editing room at this time. I think I was just scrolling through flicks and then liking and commenting on flicks that I liked. And then I seen Derrick's, and I was like, hold on, this look like the material that I like. You know what I'm saying? At first it was just, they were good videos, just not my taste in videos. I'm obviously gonna watch videos that people are doing fashion content or whatever. So I feel like he was the first person outside of myself that had fashion content. So I watched it and I was like, oh, this is dope. And let me tell you, Big Humble is probably one of the best editors I've ever seen. I just do not even know how he thinks about cutting videos the way he does. It is insane. So then I watched a few more of his videos on Fanbase, and then I just told him to come to the editing room. Just so he could come in and just talk about editing and talk about content creation, because that's what we was really doing. I didn't think, I didn't know him to say I trust you with being the co-host or whatever. But then he didn't come to the editing room, and I was like, okay, bet. So now I gotta go find this boy on Instagram. So I went and found him on Instagram. And then I sent him a message hey, I see you on Fanbase. You should come to the editing room. And then I expounded because we was in the DM or whatever, but why he should come to the editing room.
Hey, all right. So look, so look, I had around the time, right, when Skell reached out, I had just joined Fanbase, and I do want to talk a little bit about that too, but I I had just joined Fanbase, and I'm putting content on like every day, and I'm getting the feel of the platform out. So, you know, I'm seeing how the platform is working. People sending loves. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I still don't know what the loves mean just yet. Then I see a comment, yo, you should come to the editing room. I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, I don't have time for this, y'all. Like, what is y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? They just say you, okay, cool. So I don't even think I responded. Then I get back on Instagram because obviously, you know, we tied up with stuff they ain't got no business being tied up with. So I get a message. And I see Sit with Skell. I'm like, wait a second. I think I seen the same name on Fanbase. Let me get on Fanbase real quick. And that's all the same name. So I said, okay, let me just look at the message. So I look at the message, and she basically said the same thing, like, yo, your content is super dope. You should come to the editing room on Fanbase because, and then she just gave me like the whole spiel. I said, I bet I'm going to be there. And the next time the editing room opened up, right, because she said, I've been pinging you into the room. Like, I haven't been seeing no notifications, but I haven't been paying attention to it, right? Finally, editing room opens up. She pinged me into the room. I get into the room. And, you know, first of all, Essence and y'all know how Northstar and Essence are on here, man. They super welcoming. They showing you how to use the app. They getting you accustomed to the app culture. They just getting you. They give you the step by step on just like how to do great things on this app. So, you know, as I'm listening to some of the things that they're saying, I was quiet at first. I started talking more and more and engaging more and more. And then finally, Skell hits me up and says, yo, I got this crazy idea, and I want to host this room called The Dressing Room, and I'd love for you to be my co-host. I said, yeah, that'd be dope. Now, when somebody usually tell you something like they got going on, it's usually like, let's talk about it some more, and then we can make it happen. Skell created a room the next day and was like, okay, this is how we gonna do it, yada, 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 and we just need to figure out like how to work this, like how to moderate, because we don't really know how to moderate on this app. So, okay, cool. So 2 days later, we end up meeting with Yolanda, Essence, Toyera, and Northstar on how to use you know, the audio room. So we using the audio room. We trying to figure everything out. I think the next day was Tuesday, which was the dressing room. So this happened.
I think we had a few more days to the dressing room because we had to figure out how to put the link up because we didn't even know how to do that. And so thank God that Northstar and Derrick are tech savvy because the kid was done. I don't know how to do this stuff. So I'm like, woo, I guess the dressing room over before it started. Because like we can't do my concept if we can't even put a picture up. But Derrick and Northstar figured out. Thank God I had a link. Put links at the top, and so and again, like that is I feel like a testament. Like I don't feel like because like so I think me and Essence talked first. Well, I told him my idea, and he's like, "Yo, this is dope." Like, it never was discouraging. He never said anything crazy like, "Well, no, you shouldn't create your own space. You should do whatever you want to do inside of my space." Like, that was never a thing. He's like, "Oh, okay, you want to create your own space? Cool, go create your own space." And so we was talking about it, and then he's like, "Oh, we were trying to come up with a name, and we was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then finally, Essence said the dressing room. I said, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
And so, yeah. And so then that's why I could come to Derrick and say, okay, I need you to help me to co-host the dressing room. And then like them coming into the room, and they could have easily at any point said, now y'all figure that out now. Y'all about to have a room, and y'all, you know, could take away people from us. Like, it was never any of that. Mm-hmm. It was like, all right, cool. Y'all need to know how to work an audio room. Because we've been, you know, audience members. I had a crown, a green crown, but I didn't I mean, that is way different. The gold crown and the green crown is way different. That's why Derrick don't never hold it when
that's
we
why
in
I
the
stay
room.
off of it.
So like just figuring it out. And like I said, it never was, oh no, we can't help you. Yolanda has her own room. Even Toyera got her own room. It was never, we can't help you. We don't want you to shine. We don't you know, if you do a room, then what if people don't come to my room anymore? Like none of that was ever a factor in any of this.
As a matter of fact, the editor room will have a pre-dressing room in their room until everybody.
Our very first one. Yeah, they hosted the pre-show. So the pre-show that everybody knows of now, that's at 6:30. It started in the editing room. And it was like, and then it's like, yo, we gonna close our room when y'all room open. Like, that's insane. Like, nobody else is doing that. Everybody competing, and so it's like you don't have to compete. Like, y'all can absolutely collaborate.
I forgot to mention too. Y'all thought I was the DJ. Nah, Essence was DJ in the beginning. Yeah, you know. So, but then, you know, again, this is also a testament to like how we roll too, because at the end of the day, if you've been in our room long enough, we always pay homage to the editing room and tell y'all, like, look, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate, you know, them over there. They like y'all here supporting us. Y'all gave us the game. We ran with it. So anyway, we get a chance to be able to promote a room, people that supported us, we'll definitely do that, because again, what we do is nothing without y'all. And I always say this, you know what I'm saying? Because like, there's no way that you can build a community and do things and then stray away from the same community that helped build you up. That makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of creators be wilding when they
like they did it by themselves.
Yeah, like they did it by themselves. You ain't do nothing by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody that supports us, everybody that's on the Discord, which is crazy because now they sending us pictures. You feel me? They like, hey, yo, look at this outfit. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like,
hey, that's dope.
You know, it's a crazy experience, man. So again, man, it's Fanbase is nothing without the community. And shout out to y'all for just, you know, creating this community and really making things happen.
And 1 second, Drew just came into the room. Oop to the bros. Welcome to Fanbase. Go ahead, Northstar.
Straight like that. You see that? You see what I'm saying? Look at the community. You feel me? Like it's crazy.
Okay. So here's my the next question, and then after this question, then we can go to like, you know, bringing people from the audience up. But or it might be one more after that. It just depends on what y'all say. Now this is a big one. Okay. I'm going to, because I'm gonna use the Essence formula right here, because I love how he always like, let's visualize it. So y'all remember, and I know most of the people in the audience right now, we have some legacy members in the audience that's been rocking with us since, you know, pretty much the beginning, as the editing room. But I want to kind of like just go back to the beginning when Skell. So when we did our first video, like our first challenge, Skell was a part of that. When we did the second challenge, let me see. No, I think Derrick, you came in on the third challenge. Yeah, you came in on the third challenge. You was there during the second challenge, but you started participating in the third challenge. So Skell was there from the very beginning, meaning like when we did our first challenge, because we did 9 challenges deep, right? So Skell's there on the first one. You know, she's getting that full blown, like seeing how everything's, you know, all the nuts and bolts of what's going on. Then, you know, the things that I was talking about in the room about the app culture and the creators economy, and then like, you know, me and Essence like constantly like, you know, driving that message home and kind of getting people in on that, and then, you know, coming up with the different things. So then she ventures out, she finds you, brings you to the editing room. Now, once you come to here's the genesis, what I'm getting at. Then you come into the editing room, right? You're there, things are going along. Once you and Skell have the editing room experience, right? And then she, reaches out to you and say, hey, I have this idea. This is how I'm looking to do it. Let's do it. And then boom, she pops off. She's, moving, making it happen, right? Because she's ready. Okay. In those moments of the challenges that you all participated in, and then segueing into now doing your own audio space and having your own thing going, how was it for you in relation to, like, say, because you said earlier, you was like, yeah, the information that you excuse me, I'm sorry, the information that you all were putting out, we took that, ran with it, and built on that. So in that, how did you shape your own space within the app culture? And the reason why I keep, pounding about the app culture, because this is something, Vaughn, we got to put you in the audience, and then we'll bring people up.
I think I know where you're getting at.
Yeah. No, let me finish the question real quick, and then I'm like right at the end. So how did you all, like, from the the conversation about, or the talking points about app culture, and then you all forming your own room, coming up with those ideas? How did you you remember, like, on the last challenge we did with the whole, like, app culture, creators economy, and one of them was the app benefit, right? The app culture benefit. How did that ended up, like, helping elevate you all and motivating you all to shape your own space, and then arriving at the moment that y'all came to?
Oh man, this is a crazy question right here for real. So look, first of all, I'm gonna say shout out to Skell, because Skell, I'll let her really talk about it, but she has gone into a few rooms where everybody's opinion and what they had to say wasn't always welcome. So she definitely wanted to create a space where everyone's opinion mattered. Everyone was an expert, not just the mods, right? And I was definitely in agreement with that, because you always want to make it a room for everybody, which is definitely hard to do. But if you bring good energy, eventually that dead energy is going to go away. Outside of that, when we're doing the challenges, man, to be honest, it really helped me to understand how this app really works. Because now you're doing these challenges, trying to tell everybody about all the different verticals on the app, right? First of all, doing that helped me to learn all the different verticals of the app, because I had to talk about it. 2, actually being into the rooms and giving people loves. 3, having you explain, like, hey, when you do a post on your grid, also posting your stories, and also put that same post in FLICKZ. You see what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, there's another vertical too, Fanbase Plus. Utilize that too. So when we got to our space, after we set up, we curated. Well, after we planned to curate the vibes, as in like everybody is welcome and everybody is an expert, we also want to utilize all the verticals of the app. So if you see, when we've done promotion on our grid. We also done promotion on Fanbase Plus. We also have given BTS backstage of what we've done, and put it, put Fanbase Plus videos out. We've also been on live. Skell has been on live several times. So, and then when people come into the room, we're giving out loves. And on top of that, we're teaching other people that, yo, if you respect someone's opinion, or you love someone's opinion, somebody change your opinion, give out love. So we also building the culture of, like, when you come into this room, you ain't just gonna sit here. You really gonna get some money out too. You know what I'm saying? You gonna leave it, at least leave with 2 cents, okay? You feel me? So we really want everybody to have a great time, and also benefit from spending time with us, whether you're getting any type of digital currency, whether you just having fun, right? Or whether you just want to get some quick energy. There's people that's working, that just sit in our room, and now that we have the chat, they would chat and say, yo, I'm just listening. I'm here. Shout out to Joyce. Joyce come in all the time. She records the room. She does her thing. Shout out to Essence be coming through doing work. Lewis, when he come in, he working. Shaded. Shout out to Shaded. We just added her to the team. And before then she was work. She would be at work while she's in the dressing room. So like it just says a lot about what y'all do for the community on Fanbase and how using these teachings, using the things that you guys say actually works when you really do these things. You know what I'm saying? So again, learning about the app culture, learning about the verticals through these challenges and everything that we're doing, and also passing out loves like candy because, I mean, why not?
Yeah, when I first got on the app, I'm like Derrick, like I was just posting. I didn't know, like, when people get in the editing room, right, you get a whole tutorial. It is amazing. When I got on the app, I was just like, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try this, and I'm going to try that. And, like, one thing that I knew, though, I said, I'm taking over. Like, that's day 3 after I, like, started playing with the app. I said, this is a wrap. I'm taking over this. Right, so respectfully, but one place that I was afraid of, gonna be honest, was the audio rooms because I was on Clubhouse in the very early stages when you had to get invited. I didn't stay on there long. I'm not about to sit in no room and argue with a bunch of strangers. Like, that's dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, why is y'all yelling at each other? Doesn't make sense. And so I would look in the hallway and none of the rooms really interest me anyway, or it seemed like, okay, they probably in there arguing, I don't know. And then I saw the editing room and I'm like, okay, that's a place for content creation. So I just went in there and I sat at the bottom. I had no intentions of coming up. I was actually in the patient's room. I'm like visualizing the patient's room that I was in. And like, Essence was like, my username is Sit with Skell, and so that used to be my name in the audio rooms, but people was jacking it up, so that's why I was just Big Skell, which is better anyway. The Essence was like, Sit with Skell, and I was like, he talking to me? Like, I don't even know what he asked because I was like just listening or whatever. And then I came on stage, and that's when they started talking about the challenge, the very first challenge or whatever. And so, acknowledging the people that come to your space is so important, right? Because like, if he hadn't said nothing, I don't know if I would have ever said anything. You know, the material was good, so maybe, but like, I was just so turned off by audio rooms. And you know, also like, I was like, okay, how you take over the space without like getting in the audio rooms, you know what I'm saying? So I was just really trying to figure it out. So like, him just like saying my name or whatever, like acknowledging kind of what we've been saying about the people at the office this whole entire time, like that is so important. Like, you have no idea, you know, how many people may not get acknowledged in a day, may not, you know, somebody might not call them by their name, you know, some places, like, you know, you're Mr. Williams, you, like in the healthcare field, you get your last name, hey Johnson, where's Johnson, you know, like stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So he called me on stage, and then we was talking, and they asked everybody else, well, what do you do? What type of content do you create? What apps do you use to create content? So it was a super inviting space for me as literally a content creator who edits their material. So that's where it started. So I was like, all right, bet. So I just kind of hung out in the dressing room. I ventured out eventually to other audio rooms, and like Derrick was alluding to, I didn't like the concept of like, I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to that. Like, okay, you got a crown, so what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you a king or a queen in real life? Is that how you carry yourself in real life? Like, that's where it really matters. And if you, especially most of us, we knew a life before social media, thank God, because like, I can get on these apps and I can tell who capping. I can tell who just doing this because they know nobody else is in their area and know where they from. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, Yolanda. So like, hey, girl. You know, that was big. I miss you, girl. I really miss you. So that was like big to me. So I was like, you know what? When I create my room, like that's not going on. Like everybody is important in the dressing room. Everybody is an expert, and that's my tagline. Every time somebody new come in, we stop what we're doing, respectfully. I'm not gonna cut nobody off and say, "Hey, Drew, welcome to the dressing room." Everybody that comes into the dressing room is an expert on fashion. You want to know what we talking about? Hit that tiny URL at the top, and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. And if you give me a second, before it was I'll send you these PTRs in your DM, but like shout out to Fanbase for just evolving so quickly, because now I can drop it in the chat, thank God. So yeah, and you know what, because of that mindset though, the dressing room grew. The people's acumen for talking about fashion has grown tremendously. Like last room, no lie, we were talking about how to dress for your body type. The very first room, people like, oh, I don't like the color. Oh well, that looks okay. Like you could tell it was just very broad. With people getting down to the detail now in the dressing room, like zooming in on pictures, talking about stands, talking about lighting, and it's because we gave them the space to grow, to make mistakes, to disagree respectfully. Like everybody doesn't have the same opinion. People done got on me in the dressing room. People done got on Derrick in the dressing room, and you think like we the mods and we're special, we're more important. Y'all not supposed to talk about us. No, talk about us because we need to get better too. Because we're gonna have more people come to the space, and we're gonna keep growing, and we're gonna keep evolving, and brands are gonna come to the space. So we need to be tip top. And so we gotta stay on our P's and Q's, and y'all gotta stay on y'all P's and Q's too. And I think that's just contributed to the success of the space.
Yeah, and I also want to mention too, man, outside of what we're doing, on the platform, right? We're always looking for ways to be better. So we're always looking for ways to add more to what we're doing in the dressing room. Looking for ways to be more innovative. And those of y'all may not know, but we came up with the with Love Fest. You know what I'm saying? So Love Fest is where, in the dressing room we always talk about other people's fashion, but let's talk about the fashion in the fan base community. So we'll literally take an outfit or we're hoping a full body picture of a page on your profile, and we'll put it into the dressing room. So when you're in the dressing room, you get to talk about your outfit, why you wore it, where you were going, and people can critique and give you loves and give you constructive criticism, because it is the most dangerous show on Fanbase. When you get there, they might cook you, but you leave out of there being like, okay, they might have cooked me, but I could have added some accessories here. I could have tailored this a little bit better, and it makes you elevate your style or whatever you have going on to another level. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, because that's a crazy time. And also we ask for permission too, because we want you to understand what you're getting yourself into when you get to the dressing room. Just want to put that out there.
Absolutely. And it is a way to put content and material on Fanbase. So like, yeah, we bring you in the dressing room, but like we need y'all to post on your grid. And now, like, if you go through the app, like, it ain't the same. So, like, at first, like, it's crazy to say, we need you to post on your grid. People like, so what? We've been doing, like, no, we have not been doing that. Like, we had to tell people, we are not taking your photo unless you put it on your grid. So, post on Fanbase so that we can get it off of Fanbase. We're not going anywhere else. So, just, like, always, like, that's always in the background of your mind. Like, how do we make sure that, like, we're utilizing Fanbase and helping to grow Fanbase? So that's why we give love, because like I don't understand sitting in the audio room and like people just not paying each other. Like, why we not like? So you didn't like nothing that anybody said in here? Like, that's kind of wild. Like, we've been in here for hours and y'all ain't give nobody no hearts. Y'all ain't show love. So obviously, please show love to the mods. But like, yeah, when people come up, like, please show them love. Like, that's how we grow, and that's how Fanbase grows. And we asking for all this stuff. Like, we got to make sure that, like, we put money into the culture so that they can take the money out and get the things that...
Absolutely. My bad, Northstar. We done took over. Yeah. Let me check the chat.
No, this is y'all moment. This is, you know what I mean? This was, you know, like I said before, when me and when the Essence and I were discussing doing the interview, like there were certain, you know, points that we like really focused on, and one of the things that we focused on was like, you know, we wanted to make sure that this was your moment. This wasn't about nobody else or nothing else except Skell and Derrick and the dressing room. So that's why, you know, we're like really hyper focused on, you know, you all sharing your experience and, you know, talking about like all the elements that went into it, but mainly focusing on like, you know, YouTube, the dressing room, what that means to, you know, the app culture, what it means to, you know, anybody else who's coming after you all, who's going to be doing things on the app, you know, because believe me, this content is going to live forever. It's going to be out there and people are going to be able to sit and listen to it and, you know, get jewels from it and all of those things. So, you know, just like what the Essence said earlier, you know, I'm deeply appreciative of the fact that you all actually like wasn't resistant to what I was saying, right? You weren't resistant to like, you were open to like finding out what it was about. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if Derrick, I think we shared this story before in the editing room, but I don't know if Skell may have told you. She probably did. But Skell and I sat on the phone like till 3 in the morning. It might have been 4 in the morning or something, but it was like really, really, really late. Like I think we started talking around 11 p.m. somewhere up in there. And we didn't get off the phone till like 3 or 4 in the morning. And what we did the whole entire time, you know, like this is our first time talking on the phone outside of the app. It was our first time, like, you know, we just went straight into it. We started talking about her Instagram profile. I was asking her a bunch of questions about like, you know, what did she have planned? Like, what was her ideas? How does she see her future in relation to Fanbase and like what she was working to accomplish, right? What was her overall big picture? And as that went on, like literally, man, the way her page is set up right now, bro, that was all derived from, that all came out of that long conversation. Cause like we talked about every element. Like I'm talking about from the wording, from the structure, from the use of emojis, you know, the link, like we went through all the details. And then she literally was formatting everything. And, you know, she's been running with it. So my point in bringing this home is that I appreciate the fact that you all trusted me, right, to say, okay, I'm gonna give this a chance. You know, let's see, you know. And then once y'all started getting the results and seeing things, then it was like, okay, boom, we know that this could work. And I think one of the biggest contributors to it all is the fact that when we did those, Skell likes to say this all the time, those Fanbase field trips. You know, when we were, cause I don't know who came up with that phrase, like whose idea that was, but that's one of the greatest catchphrases. Like, man, we went on a Fanbase field trip, you know, in the audio room and went to people's profiles and was showing love to people's content. So I overall, listen, I'm very deeply appreciative of this moment for you all, right? I'm appreciative of the fact that you all formatted something, turned it into something, and you're continuing to build on it. And I deeply appreciate the fact that, you know, that we're all still connected and we're all still working together and we're all still like, you know, making this like a group effort, even though like, you know, you all are doing the dressing room, we still the editing room, everybody's doing their own things. Arian's got his film project going on. We still find time to still come together as a collective and still, you know, communicate and still work together and still like, you know, do things like we're doing right now. Cause this is a collaboration, you know, doing this interview. So I really appreciate that, you know, and I look forward to what the future brings for each and every one of us. And, you know, listen, I told Skell this the other day. I didn't get a chance to talk to you there because I know you've been busy, you know, but I talked to Skell on the phone And I was all excited, and I was like, man, this is like a super fan moment for me. Like, I can't wait to see what's going to go on with the dressing room, and you know what I mean. Like, I'm looking forward to the interview, but I'm looking forward more to the content y'all gonna put out. Like, I just can't wait. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is like that's why I keep saying this. You all, like you two, and this is not negating or taking away from anybody else who contributes to the app. You know. That's been doing their own thing in their own way. This is not taking away from nobody. I'm just using you two as an example, and why I love to say that you two are the prime example of what it means to be content creators on Fanbase, what it means for, you know, app culture, what it means to literally actively participate in the Fanbase Creators Economy, and, you know, so on and so forth, man. So big ups to you two, and I appreciate y'all, you know, and yeah. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Now,
man, we appreciate that, man. But look, I definitely want to say more content is on the way, and like I said, from the FLICKZ, you want more? Question mark? Don't worry, it's coming, man. Everything that you think of is coming, bro. It's coming.
Okay, cool.